Peace in Jesus' name, everybody. Today we got an exclusive for y'all. We are here at Tap In Studios. I'm your host, your girl, Zipporah Israel. And we are here with Hebrew Business, Ren, and Brewz in the Hood. We have some exclusive members here today. We're going to talk to us, find out what's going on next with the movement. But before we do all that, I want to get a little background. I want to understand Hebrew Business. I want to understand Ren. What's the motivation behind it? What does it mean? Let's start with you, Ren. I know you've been around for a long time.
Yeah.
Let us know about Ren, Brother
Yeah.
Eli.
So, thanks, Brother Eli. In regards to Ren, it's short for Respect the Educated Nation. Also short for Renaissance. It's actually a group that me and my homies came up with way back in high school in like 2010. Okay. Just on some humbug, just us trying to, just come together. One thing about being in the Word is that, you always kind of looked at as an outsider. So Ren was something that me and some of the few of the homies that was in the Word, we came together trying to, make something of our own. And it kind of blossomed into what we have today. It all kind of started with a mutual understanding of music. We all had a love for music. Like I said, respect the educated nation. I guess in the background of our mind, I guess we knew that we wanted to be educated and we wanted to kind of point people in the right direction. Mm-hmm. But like I said, it's also short for Renaissance, which at the time, Nas actually had, I think he was dropping his album, Hip Hop is Dead. So he was kind of putting on our back like that's what Renaissance means, rebirth.
Like rebirth, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like the rebirth of rap, but I couldn't never imagine, because now we in 2023, I could never imagine it to still be going first and foremost.
Right.
So.
And when you just said that, it just made me think about how we often say truth music is the rebirth of rap. And I don't know if you knew it was going to blow up like that never. Now, but
I can't take credit for it at all.
Right.
Like it's definitely all praise to the Most High, and even my other guys, it just came together. So to see it kind of blossom into what it has blossomed into is truly a blessing.
Go ahead, shout out to the other members of Ren.
Other members of Ren. We got my boy Els, legit. We got Nick Blacksmith. Okay. We got Average Bo. We got Perez. Yes. We got Josh. The members go on, and we got Petey. You know what I'm saying? We got Quick. I don't want to leave nobody out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But we about 20 deep. You know what I'm saying? But
I never knew that.
Yeah, I know. Everybody. Okay. Like I said, it's been going on since 2010, and a lot of people don't. Like I said, what people see nowadays is not really what Ren originated on. Okay. To be honest, like Ren originated, I ain't gonna say it was on no folly, but it wasn't what it is now. It was just the guys getting together, young, dumb, but it's just amazing to see what the Lord has brought it to where it is now. So, yeah, all the members, man, real members. Oh, who I forget? I don't know. I forgot some people, but y'all know I like Corey, my boy McDougal. You know what I'm saying? It goes on and on.
Let's speak about. He's not here, but Brother Perez. Tell me a little bit about him. I know that's your younger brother.
100%. Yeah, that's my blood brother. Shout out to Perez.
Shout out Perez.
He actually moved. He moved to Los Angeles, so he's in LA right now. Just had a child, my nephew, Amari. Love Perez, but for real, Perez.
Hey, Amari.
Yeah, that's my young bull. But it's crazy how genetics work. Like, so Perez, I'll tell you a quick story. Perez, when he was young, he used to suck on his fingers, like these two fingers. He used to suck on his fingers.
He's gonna be embarrassed.
I know, but he know what it is. But my nephew, literally, he got several pictures at this point sucking on these same two fingers. Like, now people suck on their thumb for comfort. But my nephew, he does the same thing as his father. But no, Perez, for real, he low key, he's a legend. He actually went to school. I feel like Perez was able to soak up all the game of Ren. Like, we was just playing around. My homie Lamar, he ended up getting a microphone. We used to record in the closet. We just putting some stuff together because we influenced by the hip hop scene. But Perez, he was at a younger age, he was able to peep all our moves. And he actually went to school. He went to Indiana University, Jacobs School of Music, which is a top 3 school of music in the country. Wow. And he studied music, you know what I'm saying? So he knows all the intricacies. Me, myself, I'm just a rapper. I just rap.
Yeah.
Perez know how to make the beat. He know how to mix the beat. You know what I'm saying? He know how to mix the vocals. Better rapper than me. You know what I'm saying? So he's really, we used to actually call him franchise because he was like, he's a franchise player. like he's gonna bring the team to the top. And he has definitely he showed and proved. He just actually dropped a mixtape. He dropped the EP. You can find it on SoundCloud. So yeah, that's little bro for real.
Okay, we gotta put that in the description later.
Yeah.
All right, look for Perez mixtape. I want to hear it. Okay. Thank you for the background right there. All praises. So moving on, talk to me about Brewz in the Hood. Who want to talk to me about Brewz in the Hood?
I got that real quick. First of all, I'm Cassius Israel, aka Kazak Ben Yehuda. So I represent Walls of Jericho and Brewz in the Hood. Brewz in the Hood. Well, first of all, Brewz in the Hood started off as Hebrews in the Hood, which was a media outlet. Shout out to my boy Mikael. He's the leader of Walls of Jericho and Hebrews in the Hood. But then
salute.
But then I'm like, well, it's not just a media company. It's funny because he didn't even think about music at all. But of course, that's where I come in. So I had brothers telling me that they wanted to make a Chicago sound for truth music.
Okay.
And I'm sitting here, okay. It was like when the brother came up to me and he was like, I think you should do it.
That's an excellent idea, by the way.
Right. And so I'm like, okay. So I dwelled on it for a little bit, but I didn't immediately take it into action until one of the brothers, Jamel Productions on Facebook. Me and him got together and we said, man, we can really do this. Okay. So we actually made plans to start this group that turned into a ministry group. Right. And so what we wanted to do is we wanted to bring the urban hood sound to gospel, so to speak, or truth music. But I use gospel as traditionally.
Okay.
All right. So then we started executing the plan when we started putting it down. So then we already had this mindset that we need to make Brewz in the Hood and Ren a sound together. Right. Like, I don't know if he know this story, but we were already plotting to bring our sound. We already plotting to bring our sounds together. So when they started coming in the studio, we like, oh, okay, let's get it. So it may have came out my mouth, but that definitely came from the Lord's mind.
Yeah, because I was actually thinking about that. Like, did you ever feel like you were stepping on toes, but it was God-given? As you just said, it wasn't, you were really doing it for a media outlet. You really just didn't go into like, we're just going to do music.
Right.
But it all came together the way it was supposed to.
So it ended up just turning into, now it's an entertainment group with media and music. And then now we're going to make the music group Brewz in the Hood.
Okay.
And so that's the music group is called Brewz in the Hood, but the actual media outlet is still Hebrews in the Hood.
All right. And y'all be sure to check out Hebrews in the Hood, Walls of Jericho. You can find that on YouTube. That's right. Shout out.
One more thing. You can also go to brewsinthehood.com as well. You can get access to the YouTube, the SoundClouds, all the music as well.
Yes, check out that music. So that brings us to Hebrew Business, members only. Tell us about it.
It's your boy Big Homie Yerp. Man, Hebrew Business. It's simply my brand, a slogan that I've came up with, and grown to love and now we're building, we building with other camps, we building with just Hebrews in general, we building with the world, getting this truth out. It's just a catchy slogan, a catchy trend to get the people and the listeners, in tune, because ain't no greater business than Hebrew business and doing God's work. So that's what we trying to get the hearers to hear, just get in tune with Hebrew business and our culture, our brand, our way of life. So that's Hebrew Business, and we building, man. We building with a lot of fruitful people out here. People that may not agree with doctrines here, say, names, things like that. But hey, we still showing fruits of the spirit. We showcasing love, and we all bonding and coming together, and we putting this truth music on the table so we can get this word out. That's the whole mission, the whole goal. All praises.
All praises. So I wanted to ask you, go back to Brewz in the Hood. So who is a part of Brewz in the Hood? Shout out your team.
So Brewz in the Hood, you got me, myself, of course, big homie Yurt. We consider him an honorary member of Brewz.
See, I'm glad you said that, because it's like, even though you all kind of set your own trend, you guys kind of
it's still family. It's still family nonetheless.
Right. It's still Ren. You're still Brewz in the Hood.
And then on top of talking about family, like it's Israel, but even first and foremost, it's like we all consider ourselves children of God.
That's right.
So that's the thing about when you tapping in with the Lord, when you tapping in with the book. Like I quick example, I remember I had my lady, she ended up putting together a party for me. I end up connecting with some people from Las Vegas, people I never met before ever in life. But since we on one accord, when I went to Vegas, I got to kicking it with them, and it was just 100% love. Like it was like I knew them, like I've been knew them. So it's the same, especially with these brothers. Like we locked in, we on one accord. We have the same type of mindset. We all. I know he's trying to put on the mind of Christ. I know he's trying to put on the mind of Christ, and I'm on the same type of wave. So.
Trying to spread the word.
For sure. But my bad, bro.
No, you good. So to finish it off, we got me, myself, big homie Yurt, Jasmine Israel, Lola Sade, 12 Deuce, Jay Israel, Jamel Productions. It's a nice number of us.
Right.
So for anybody, if I forgot anybody, my bad right now. I'm just
shout out to Jasmine Israel, my sister Lola. We see y'all. Hey.
Miss Siobhan, Miss Shai, the Songbird as well.
Okay.
So we just all came together, and because we had all this talent, and then this is not just talent. I want to say this is talent that can combat the industry. This is the biggest thing that Brewz in the Hood wanted to be, is we wanted to be like, say for instance, you listen to the music, you almost, because when it comes to music, people gonna catch vibes first, then they're gonna listen to the lyrics later. So once you listen to the song and you vibe into it, it's got the same vibe as a regular secular song.
Yeah.
Then you start listening to it. Wait a minute, what is they talking about? It's worship music. And so next thing you know, you're saying, I didn't know worship music can sound like this. Or if you come to a concert, man, I didn't know you could tee up for the Lord like this. Right. Like, so it's bringing that element that, let's just say they go into a regular club. It's bringing that element, but you seeing it in holiness with us.
Yeah. And
so now by the time you realize what's going on, you didn't got hooked.
Yeah, I can agree. Just say something about myself. I was a huge mixtape person. Like I had to have the mixtape the day it dropped. I want to be the first one to hit a song. So now I'm excited because I got that with y'all's music. So it's like I'm on it. Like, oh, it's coming out when? I gotta hear it. So and you get that vibe. So all praises for some good music, and you can share with your kids, turn up in the car. And I want to say we're gonna get to it, but I was at the T-Mob release, and like you said, you teeing up for the Lord. But let's get back to Yurt. Tell us a little bit more about
man.
Hebrew business.
On that T-Mob though, man. Y'all was so lit. Y'all was so turned for the Most High all night, man. Shout out to DJ Repent, man, on the ones and twos. He did his thing that night, Joe. All praise to the Most High. But
DJ Repent,
man, y'all was definitely lit. So we definitely gonna tee up again. We got the mixtape dropping, Spiritual Maintenance, coming out January 21st. Spiritual Maintenance, beautiful music. We got features from, of course, Eli Ben Cool. Ren. We got features from, of course, Jasmine Israel. We got features from Paisley the Hebrew, Lenoya, Canal.
Let me say something. You snapped when you brought out Paisley and Lenoya.
Eli on that track. Better get understanding.
Yeah, we was listening to it.
Get understanding. No, that one gonna snap though. That one gonna snap. But
shout out to Lenoya and Paisley the Hebrew. Yes, I've been listening to that music for some while.
Like Memphis.
Shout out to Memphis.
Yeah.
We got Say La Soul. We got Monique the Singer. Man, I'm missing some people. We got Yapak Hugh. We got Jake Juvel. Man, just a bunch of Hebrews all over the world. People from California, people from Canada, Memphis, Atlanta, man, all over the place.
That's nation building right there.
Hebrew business.
Hebrew business. That's right.
All praise to the Most High.
Yes.
But man, we teeing up again January 21st. Spiritual Maintenance album release, man. So definitely get in tune. We're gonna have the information out real soon on Eventbrite. Or the website, whichever one we choose, you know what I'm saying? But definitely get in tune. It's gonna be another legendary
it's
event. It's gonna be at Lifeline Studios. That's the hub, right?
That's the
Lifeline
Studios.
Okay, shout out to Dietrich.
Shout out
to Sis Ophelia. Y'all check out Lifeline Studios, man. 518 Honky Street. Conky. I said Honky.
Honky Street.
Oh my goodness. 518 I'm sorry, Ophelia. I'm sorry. 518 Conky Street, Hammond, Indiana. Be there or be square for real.
Okay. So Spiritual Maintenance, that's your solo album, mixtape. You want to call it a mixtape? Yeah. Okay. All right. Shout out to that.
And it's busting too. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Exclusive.
It's straight.
It's really just straight spiritual maintenance. As soon as you hear it, it's gonna be words and feelings and vibes you certain people, you know what I'm saying, in the world ain't never probably interacted with, you know what I'm saying? So it's definitely gonna be a cleansing experience for everybody. Whoever get in tune with it, you definitely gonna have to sit down and listen to it. There's a lot of scripture in it for real. You definitely gonna have to meditate on this word.
Yes, sir.
Straight up.
I agree. So let's go back to T-Mob.
What does that mean, man?
Yeah, break that down.
So T-Mob stands for Two Mountains of Brass. So basically what we're talking about is end time prophecy.
What is T-Mob?
So the Two Mountains of Brass stands for so you got two nations in the world, two different hemispheres of the world, the Eastern Hemisphere nations and the Western Hemisphere nations. And basically it's all about this feud that they have with one another that's going to lead them to this last battle at Armageddon. And so we're basically teaching you this through song. Right? So that same method that I had said, we're bringing this sound, right? It is a secular urban sound to gospel music. So we're specifically bringing that sound, but then we're telling you, hey, you better get ready for Armageddon. Mimi and Migadu.
I love that song. That's already like my top 5. Mimi and Migadu. Brother Stevie. Shout out to Brother Stevie. Right.
Yes, sir. Shout out to the elder.
Yes.
So we ended up, me and him came together and we was just like, you know what? Let's just do a project together.
Okay.
And we're like, all right. So we went through various titles, various concepts. It's like, man, this sound good. But then we'll come up with something else and wait a minute, this sound good. And so it was like all of this fits into one title, which we were all saying, which was the Two Mountains of Brass. And then it's funny with me and him, like we knew how people was gonna react because every time we get an idea, we'll look at each other like and we kept doing it. We did that for every song. So he was like, you know what, this feels good. So as we putting it together, then we started actually putting the storyline together. Because if you actually look at that, and I'll say this for people who haven't paid attention to this, if you actually look at the titles of the songs, it's telling the story from the beginning to the end of the song. Right. So we go all the way from Dreadful Beast. You're dealing with this Dreadful Beast to now you're gonna find your way back to the Lord.
It's beautiful.
You know,
Zayn Israel.
And I want to say as well, like just first and foremost, shout out to the elders as well.
Yes, sir.
Brother Bowie, if you really listening to the project, Brother Bowie, Brother Stevie,
Brother Danny's on there.
My father, Brother Elijah, Brother Danny, right? And the reason I even bring that up is, a lot of this understanding, like me and Cassius, we really wanted to come together and bring some prophecy to the music. And honestly, the Bible, like I said, I think it's like I said on the tape, it's one of the best stories ever told. Like once you really start getting understanding of it and wisdom of it, you start seeing what's really going on.
The coldest story ever told. Take control.
It gives me chills like that. I guess the part where you have it on one of the on one of the songs your father's speaking.
Brother Jubilee with shout out brother Benny the Great, Ben the Great.
Yeah, that gives me chills. Yeah,
and like I was saying, but the reason I shout out the elders is because, of course, we got the book, but those some great teachers that really bringing out the future for real. Like the Lord really dealing with mugs. Like in the book, he tells you that he's dealing with Israel, and we really got blessed to even be a part and really rub shoulders and elbows with some of Israel that's bringing out real future prophecies. So we were able to, dig deeper into that and put it in music form, but definitely want to give a big shout out to the elders, because without them, we wouldn't be able to have the understanding and the wisdom that we have.
Thank God for understanding.
I don't watch lessons. Like even shout out Brother Bowie. Literally got less than 2 mountains of brass. Yeah. Right. So, I say I'm a biter. I'll be biting off of, the past generation, because, ain't nothing new under the sun at the end of the day.
Not at all. And it's one thing that is really important about what he's saying about the elders. They have taught and they have put in this work to make sure we have this understanding. The flip side, though, is if you like the project, we had to study and pay attention to the elders in order to do the project. So you have to study this stuff. Like if you're listening to it, you love it, just know that we had to really study, and I'm putting it out there for everybody to encourage them, really get in this book.
Yes.
Because the one thing we're doing is might sound good, but it sounds good to inform you.
Right.
Absolutely.
So then when you listen to it, hopefully you will want to get in the book and really study, because oh man, they're making music like this. Where did they even get this from?
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
And it takes humility. I just throw this out here as well, to learn from someone. Even another thing, me and Brother Cash, you might get into that later as well, but we're teachers at Israel School of Excellence, and it takes the kids humility to listen to us to actually teach them some things. It took me and bro to humble ourselves to be able to glean the information from the elders as well. So I just want to stress that point, because a lot of people be trying to push the elders to the side. Are you old? You washed up.
Right.
You ain't. But in reality, bro, that's where you really get you get wisdom. Even when it comes to the book, that's a bunch of elders. The prophets was, they're older than us. They seen a thing or two. You know what I'm saying? So if you're wise, you will listen to people that been around the block a couple times.
Yeah, that's true. And if anybody out there not in tune with the end time prophecies, we definitely approachable. Y'all definitely reach out to us anytime, for real. And we'd love to chop up a book with y'all, for real. That's all we do, for real.
That's right. For real. That's true. Every time they get together,
it's book.
It's book. So I'm glad you touched on the fact that you guys are also teachers in your own, at the school, at the Israel School of Excellence, where my daughter goes. Brother Cassius, he's a history teacher. These brothers, they do study. So I can tell you that it's not like they just regurgitating. They're putting some words together. They're studying. They're showing themselves approved. So shout out to Brother Cassius. He's an amazing history teacher. We had some of your students here, and they did a podcast, and they were raving on you. They're like, we wouldn't know what we know if it wasn't for Cassius.
All praises.
So, all praises.
And then that same thing. So they're able to come here and say that I wouldn't know what I know without the elders.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying?
And homage, respect. Yeah. And Brother Eli, you teach, what do you teach?
So
biblical
I teach,
life lessons?
Yeah, I had taught a class, biblical life skills, but I'm pretty much the head teacher at the junior high level and high school level. We do a morning Bible class every morning. So me and Brother Cassius, we pretty much head that up in regards to every morning from 8:15 to around 8:50. They get a Bible class at Israel School of Excellence. But on top of that, I teach intensive writing.
Okay.
And I also teach U.S. government as well for some of the high schoolers. So
these some educated brothers right here. We're doing more than just making music.
Man,
we're teaching the youth. That's all praises for that.
For sure.
Yeah. So we're gonna move on. So what's next? I know we got the
next up. We got this. That spiritual maintenance, like Derek was talking about. We really gotta tune up. We gotta make sure that we keeping be keeping our mind right, you know. So even, and I love the title from Yerp, because even, okay, we got 2 Mountains of Brass, but at the end of the day, this thing got to keep on coming.
That's right.
You know, and of course we doing it through the music, but more importantly, you gotta self-evaluate yourself on a day-to-day basis. And that's why I love even Yerp's title, because it's like, hey, you better tune up. You better check in on yourself.
Right. You got to endure to the end, because we know Christians like to teach that once saved, you always saved. No, you have to work on this thing. Spiritual maintenance, like you said.
Gotta put in some
work.
But yeah, Spiritual Maintenance is gonna drop January 21st, man. Beautiful, beautiful tape. Got a bunch of features. Definitely, it's just gonna have everybody in a spiritual realm to definitely just continue to focus and continue to grind.
What you mean by that spiritual? What's spiritual?
The battle in your mind that you fighting every day, whether you want to lean on the flesh or you want to lean on God. You know what I'm saying? So the music is simply to educate and to, you know what I'm saying, give you a cooler way, you know what I'm saying, to relieve that tension, you know what I'm saying, of having to endure this battle every day, because it's a lot of tension, it's a lot of fighting, a lot of struggles that go in and out this walk, you know what I'm saying. So you need that sense of relief, you know what I'm saying, and we doing that with the music, you know. So definitely Spiritual Maintenance, getting straight tune up on the mind, straight tune up. Like you going to get your car repaired on, you need the mind repaired on every day, for real. That's what the album gonna do to you. You definitely got to listen to it all the way through. This is not one you want to skip through. You definitely want to get the message from start to finish.
That's right. So Spiritual Maintenance dropping January 21st. So be on the lookout. We're gonna be partying again. So
January Lifeline Studios, same night, January 21st.
I'm excited for that. That's gonna be lit.
We gonna definitely have a good time. It's gonna be another turn up, just like T-Mob, you know what I'm saying, 2 Mountains of Brass. So, and that's out right now on SoundCloud, you know what I'm saying. So go ahead and download that immediately.
Okay. Anything else you want to share with the people?
Nah, man, just, you know, definitely get in tune with the music. You know, you can follow us everywhere, brewzinthehood.com, HebrewBusinessGroup.com. Definitely subscribe to the YouTubes, Hebrew Business Group, Brewz in the Hood, Renaissance. Man, just share the music, you know, show y'all support, show y'all love for our, you know, brothers and sisters out here in the vineyard, you know what I'm saying, that's trying to do the work of the Most High.
So when would tickets be available for that?
Within the next week.
Within the next week. Okay, y'all be looking for that.
All praise. Definitely within the next week.
Be looking for that. Okay, that sounds good. So let the people know how they can find Brewz in the Hood music, Ren music, Hebrew Business.
Y'all could find me everywhere on all streaming platforms: Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, Big Homie Yerp, HebrewBusinessGroup.com, Hebrew Business Group, YouTube. And man, we giving all praises to the Most High. Definitely show love, definitely show support, and we appreciate everybody that's out there rocking with us. All praises.
That's right, all praises.
As far as Brewz in the Hood, you can go to like my brother said, brewzinthehood.com. We are also on all streaming platforms, so you can pretty much find most of the projects on all streaming platforms.
Name some of those projects.
Civil Disobedience, you can find that.
That was a bad one.
You want to be a friend with God?
You better be a friend with God. You man, like these are real messages that people got to understand. Like I said, it sounds good, but we're actually saying something. And that's the biggest thing behind it. But like you said, 2 Mountains of Brass you can find on SoundCloud and things of that nature.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, shout out to the other members of 12 of Brewz in the Hood. They will be coming out with their projects, dropping their singles and their projects, and that will be coming out shortly.
Yeah, 12 Dudes got something coming, right?
12 Dudes got something coming. His will be like towards the summer.
Okay.
You can definitely check his singles out on SoundCloud right now. He got that What You Saying going crazy.
Crazy, boy.
Crazy right now. What you saying, huh?
Right. He got his 2 singles is What You Saying, and you got Kingdom Bound. Jasmine Israel, she has Flavor out. That's been out for some time, but she's coming out with
project with Europe as well.
Yeah, Israel.
Israel.
Yes, sir.
And man, definitely can't forget Shot
Songbird,
that
of course
beautiful Unveil.
That's like an instant classic right there.
Instant classic. It's only 4 songs.
Instant classic. Israel is an instant classic too, though. I must get that. That's one. Let's shout out Zayn Israel. I know she got something coming in March.
Yes, she's got her own EP. See, this is what I love as well, right? So that we can influence our students or influence the younger generation to do something positive and to express themselves in a positive way. So when it came to Zayn, I just came to her. She was always singing. But I came to her and I was like, well, how would you like to have your own song? And then she was really excited about that. But it turned into her writing her own song. So it's like now it's like, okay, well, now you may have found your purpose for God. So that's what we're also trying to do is that you may be in music may be your gift, but you don't know how to express it, or you don't know who to get around to express it, right? Or have the opportunity to do it. And so you come around, especially with the truth music, you coming around us, you have to actually have the right spirit, because that's important as well.
Right.
Then there we go.
And I just want to add, Zayn Israel is actually one of the first graduates from Israel School of Excellence, graduated valedictorian.
Yes.
Very smart, humble young lady. We see you. Keep shining, young lady.
She finna set the tone for the next generation of true music. You know what I'm saying? Entertainers for real. She definitely finna set the tone.
And honestly, like that's one of my main motivations as someone that I guess quote unquote been raised in the word.
Yeah.
My real name is Elijah Ben Israel. I was born with that name, and growing up in the word and knowing the truth, there wasn't, we have people like, shout out to the sons of Jacob, we had different people that cultivated and created a culture around the word. But to be honest, as I'm growing up, I was always an outsider. I didn't really have community because it was still relatively new to at least my environment.
Right.
But to see even with the school, and even for some of the music that we're doing, being able to actually make it something that the children can gravitate towards, even we're talking about Zayn, that's amazing.
It really is. Think about it
at her age. So it kind of puts a battery in my back, and I'm sure even these brothers as well to even put it further on a pedestal. And it's definitely all glory to God, because it's in the book.
My way back to you. Oh, praise.
Don't get me started. That's one of my favorite songs.
Don't get me started.
Y'all know your little kid, his day job is a rapper, but his night job is real life singing.
Don't get me started. I'm saying that in the crib every day faithfully.
One more thing I wanted to point out. I remember when we do camp too for the school. So when they have their summer camp, we'll be there as well as the counselors.
We do Bible camp.
Yes.
Bible camp.
And so one day we had our little, breakout sessions, what they call them. And so I'm teaching the kids on actually the formula of making a hit record. But the point is that I asked them what their favorite songs were, and now we're getting into the younger generation, right? So because the younger generation is probably not being exposed to a lot of this secular music, but then their parents are exposing them to the truth music, their favorite artists will be us or other truth music artists. They don't have the time
for real,
or they don't have the awareness of this other music. They just know about this. And so what ends up happening is, if they like and they love it, that's what I'm saying. So if they love this music, this other music may not even get a chance to take effect.
My favorite rappers was Wayne. I'm listening Lil Wayne,
Gucci
Money on My Mind. But legit, a lot of my students, I got a shout out to Young James, shout out to Lil Will. You know what I'm saying? They oh, brother, I'm Young Hebrew. That's their rap name. I'm Lil Brew.
You guys are definitely an inspiration to them, because for my daughter, she goes to Israel School of Excellence, and she'll tell you right away, Brother Eli is her favorite rapper. She think he's the best rapper of all time. So that's a blessing right there, because you can have a 12-year-old daughter who is in love with Cardi B or Nicki Minaj. So I'm so blessed that we have this community. So just keep going and see what the Lord.
And most importantly, they actually know we care about them. So it's not just, oh, Eli's my favorite rapper, but he's right here with me day to day, trying to get me better, to become a better person. And that actually amounts to more than just him being your favorite rapper. He's your favorite rapper because you know that what he's saying in his raps are
my
legit.
favorite rappers.
Yeah. I just want to say something to the people. Get away from all that secular, worldly music. That stuff have a spirit on it, heavy spirit. It's so much more out there. We got truth music taking over the airways. We got DJ Repent. He's on 102.3.
Shout out to DJ Repent.
Come on. Shaking waves out here. Shout out DJ Repent.
He really bring, I ain't gonna lie, he really bringing the Israelite community, like I'm saying, like growing up in the word, I didn't have no DJ Repent.
Listen, this is huge.
Yeah, you going crazy.
Because to have that, just have that connection right there where he's playing Jasmine Israel, he's playing Zayn on the radio.
But then he'll play some Hebrews from Jamaica,
right?
But then he'll play some Hebrews from LA. So he's like he's really doing his part in bringing the community closer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what's up, man. So we're gonna wrap it up. Again, shout out to my people, Brewz Business, Ren, Brewz in the Hood. I really thank y'all for coming by.
Tell me where you can find the school at.
You can find the school. It's in Hammond, Indiana. So Israel School of Excellence. We have Israel School of Excellence kindergarten to 5th grade.
Right.
It's in Gary, Indiana on 25th Avenue. But then we have Israel School of Excellence 6th grade to 12th grade.
Right.
Israel School of Excellence Prep, which is the preparatory school. That's in Hammond, Indiana, which is literally 5 minutes away from the elementary school. That's on Kentucky Avenue in Hammond, Indiana. So open enrollment, we have vouchers for people. We really trying to just get, cultivate and get the kids and just build a community, being able to teach the kids the right way to go. So if you're a parent that you don't like how the public school is treating your children, or maybe you're homeschooling and maybe you need some help, send them to Israel School of Excellence for sure.
And I agree with that. My daughter's been there for about 4 years now. She's became a better student. And again, if you don't want your child in public school, you don't never know what they're trying to teach. It's a lot going on right now. Regardless of what camp you go to, there is a school for your child to go to. Regardless if you go to House of Jacob, Israel of God, look into Israel School of Excellence, Gary, Indiana, and the Hammond, Indiana campus, all the way from kindergarten to 12th grade.
Yeah, we got all type of camps, even our One West camps in there, GOCC students in there, AOC students in there.
We teaching the Bible. We all believe the Bible. We teaching the Bible.
All praise in Jesus' name.
Yes.
All praise.
That's all.
And man, definitely get in tune with DJ Repent's Ye Are God's tours. First stop, LA, January 6th, 2024.
Shout out to you, Howard. Shout out to Naviel.
Man,
Roe the Chef, Hezekiah.
Yes,
crazy.
That Hezekiah remix. Have you ever heard that mixtape that DJ Repent did? The Hezekiah one?
We'll tell you Howard.
Hezekiah.
Well,
you gotta see DJ Repent did the Hezekiah mixtape.
They got a tape together, but I think Repent did a mix of some.
Just a lot of Hezekiah songs. That's one of my favorites.
And man, y'all definitely get in tune with the spiritual maintenance mixtape release party too. Definitely grab your tickets when we go ahead and shoot y'all the link.
Yeah,
and man, support y'all people out here. Nothing greater than having a community of like-minded individuals that's showing love and showing support for everybody. For real.
And if you haven't gotten tuned yet, get in tune with that T-Mob so you can know what's going on and what will go on in this future.
2 ounces of brass.
That's right. And again, we at Tap In Studios. I'm your girl, Sister Zipporah Israel. And it's been a pleasure talking with these brothers. And we out.
Shout out Brother Franco. Shout
out to my hubby.
Tap in.
To my hubby.
Tap In Studios. Brewz in the Hood. Brewz Business. Ren. Let's go.
Let's go.
That's good.